Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Red Dawn channel, and in today's video we will be covering the final iteration of the Warlord guide. So if you want to be playing a Warlord at the top tier gameplay, we're talking competitively and casually, then this is definitely the video for you. I won't be blabbering on in this one, I'll keep it short because all that will be at the end of the video, and I do suggest you stick around till the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen, as there is a really important announcement that is being made. But without further ado, let's get into the basics of today's video. Okay, so I always cover this, so of course I'm going over the moves that I think are useful, some of the ones that are very situational, and again some of the ones that, yeah, I wouldn't suggest using because they're too punishable. So we'll go over the hero specifics first. So superior block lights. I need to practice my reading, man, like Jesus Christ. Alright, these are your crushing counters. They used to be completely useless as a parry, but they're not anymore. They deal a nice amount of damage, and they are in fact unblockable, so that's nice. Uninterruptible heavy attacks. So yes, the later stages of the Warlord's heavies do have hyper armor, so this is really good for trading. Full block stance is the bread and butter of the Warlord. Alright? I will keep saying this forever and ever and ever. This, if you can use it properly, will turn your Warlord not only into a heavy beast, but into the tank that he's actually meant to be. Your defense will be impenetrable. And of course, if your defense is impenetrable, yes, you'll get called a turtle, but at the end of the day, you will win fights. That's the important thing here on this game. Elders, tantrums. So, this is his zone attack. This is undodgeable. This is good for people who like to dodge backwards and dodge about the place, especially assassins and your faster characters. Even Shigokis, alright? Even Shigokis. So this is good. Use it. Revenge mode and renown on every character. You can't go wrong with it. So if we go to the moves themselves, focused strikes is a really important move. This is the one move that I use near all the time, all the time. All right. So this will allow you to go into your feints and your headbutt combos. So this, use it. All right. Hack and slash again. Yes, it's all right if you're doing max punishes and such like. All right, fair dues, good move. Very situational though. Elder Strikes, again, good move now that he's got light, and heavy. This move is really good if you just want to get some quick damage in, back away, readjust yourself and keep the pressure up. Good move to use. Elder's Whirl. Very easy to parry because, of course, the Warlord's heavies aren't, they are quite slow, and an experienced player is going to be like, yo bro, thanks for the easy parry, damage, yada yada yada. So again, it's a good move but very situational. Only ever use it when you know that you're going to land that first heavy, because then you can feint the second into headbutt combo. Alright, crashing charge, don't use this anymore. I think it's completely pointless. You're much better off using head split leap. Or the only time I ever use this realistically is in 4v4s to split the fights up, real brawls to do the same thing, split the fights up, or if I'm having a bit of a laugh, or if I want to ledge somebody. Alright, the Warlord's old out of stamina punishes, don't try to attempt them because an experienced player will see this coming, they will dodge, GB you, and they'll fling you about like a tennis ball, so don't use it. It's completely pointless in my opinion now. Head splitter leap, again, this is really good to enter a fight if it's 4v4s. However, if it's not 4v4s, entering a fight with this will guarantee a parry to an experienced player, so don't do it when you're entering fights. Only ever do it when you know for a fact it's guaranteed, such as in 4s when you're entering fights and they throw out an attack, or if they're on the ground and you accidentally unlock for some god knows reason. Alright, head splitter leap alternate. So this is the lock to on version. This is good for trades and punishes for out of stam knockdown opponents if you're too far away. Alright, so this is really good, and of course you can link that into a headbutt. The headbutt is in fact dodgeable, so do keep that in mind. Always delay the input for after they dodge, or do the heavy, wait, then input the head split, the headbutt combo. Alright, very simple stuff. Board and blade, so this is the heavy attack, which will be gone over in the full guard section. Block and stab, really good to use. Shield counter, yes, for when the opponent's doing enough out of stamina, because you'll get them out of stamina and you'll get a 15 damage light attack. So very saucy stuff, but your zone and your crushing counter are still very better. Well, much better, sorry. Headbutt, again, bread and butter. This is something you're going to be using quite a bit to keep the pressure up, so do keep that in mind. Headbutt riposte, I don't use this. I think it's completely pointless from the full guard. I'd much rather get the damage, back away, rinse, repeat, easy peasy, and then headbutt stab. Alright, full block stance. So, very silly proof moveset, alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's not hard to use, and I don't really use much of it, if any of it. I only stick to certain things that I know work, which I'll go over in the guide. So there will be a timestamp in the description below if you don't want to hear me blabbering about tactics and such like. To the basics. Alrighty then, so to cover the basics, of course, the Warlord can light attack in any direction in a 2 light chain. So do keep in mind that the top light attack comes out slower than the left and the right. So that is parry bait, so the only time you want to be doing that is a delayed top light after a successful heavy attack, because it deals the most damage. So the top light deals more damage than the sides. So the top does a very saucy 17 and the sides do a very saucy 13. So do keep in mind that if you are going for the most damage, you want to be going for that top light over those side lights. But also that comes with the downside of them being much slower. Also, it's the same with the side heavies. The side heavies deal 35 and that top heavy deals 30. So there is a bit of a increased damage. So if you are going for the punishes, obviously light parries will consist of your side heavy attacks. Now if you dodge forward and press your GB button, you will instigate the Warlord's headbutt. If you press the light attack button after that, you will do a headbutt combo, which is a nice 20 damage to the stamina and 15 damage on the light attack. So it does actually deal more damage than the stationary side light attack, so do keep that in mind. Now, of course, the unlock moves, as mentioned before, if you run forward and press your heavy attack button, you'll instigate head splitter. Look like so. Oh, Jesus. Like so. Alright, and again, you've got the crashing charge. Like so. Now, both of these moves are punishable by by GBs, which can lead into heavy attacks. So don't be doing this unless you're trading. So if the opponent's attacking or they're also doing a dodge forward heavy, you return, delay that headbutt input, and you've also just slapped them up a bit. So that's the important thing. Obviously, if you pull down on your mouse or your analog sticks, you'll enter full guard, and if you press the heavy attack button, you will do an undodgeable heavy. If they hit your opponent, or if the opponent hits you, you can do a light attack or a headbutt combo. Alright? Very cool, very nice. So obviously the light attack and the heavy attack get together is the zone attack. And as you've just seen, that is undodgeable and deals 25 damage. So that is your best raw damage choice after a parry. But realistically, that's pretty much it for the basics. The last thing is that, of course, that last section of the heavy attack does have hyper armor. You dodge forward, you do the head split into headbutt combo, which is, again, really nice. So if they're on the ground, that's the combo you're going to want to do. But in terms of the basics, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much covers what the Warlord has and what he has to offer. We'll be going into the more tactical stuff now, such as your combos, your do's and don'ts. So if you do want to stick around for that, obviously, wait. And yeah, we'll see you in that section. Alright, so the more tactical combo stuff. So of course, you've got light into heavy in any direction, which is really nice. But the important thing is that you'll be using very minuscule combos with the Warlord. And that is very much you'll be in and out with the light attacks. I know it sounds a bit annoying, but realistically, this is how I play the Warlord. So I'm a little bit of a harasser. That is his job. He is a harasser. Alright? So you want to be feinting into headbutts quite often. Feints into lights. All sorts of stuff that basically puts your opponent off. The headbutt is there to give you the ground that you need to keep that pressure up. So obviously stamina management here is a big thing. So obviously you see feints don't really take a lot off the Warlord. So you can feint into a headbutt, into a light, light again, lights, headbutts, and then I'm out of stamina. And I've dealt quite a bit of damage here with that simple combo. So it's all about the feints. And then every now and then, you'll notice that I always follow the light up after the headbutt. What you can actually do when they are trying to go for that light parry is simply light into a heavy, and by the time they've realised it, they're dead. You know, you've hit them with the heavy or they've tried to parry it. So again, all you need to simply do if they're going for that parry is cancel again into a headbutt light attack. So this is how you keep the pressure up at all times. Now, if you're entering a fight out in there near a wall, simple, crashing charge. Get them on a wall, let go early, and then you can get a head splitter combo. The important thing about this is, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be right next to the wall, and I'll show you what I mean here. Alright, so I'm here, and the only thing I can get from that distance is a side heavy. So, you need to let them go early. If this lassie comes away, this would be really nice. There we go. You need to let them go early, dodge forward into it. Alright? So that's the important thing. If you want to get the more damage, head splitter combo, let go early, easy peasy. Now, The important thing here to realise is that the side lights and the top light have different speeds. Alright? So if you're going to be feinting into your headbutt, always side light, don't top light. Alright? Because they'll parry it. This is the important thing. Dodging with the Warlord, what you want to make sure you're doing is lighting and dodging backwards. If they're getting used to this and they are either zoning you with an undodgeable, stand your ground and wait for it with the full guard. At that point, let them hit you and then retaliate with a light or a heavy attack. Alright? So if they're getting comfortable with you going into full guard, simply wait, then heavy attack. So if they're dodging out of it or they're getting ready for a GB, you'll hit them with that, and that's the important thing here to remember. Now, of course, pretty much covered everything here with the terms of the combos. It's your lights into basic feints, headbutts, rinse, repeat. Boom, easy peasy. Because you can actually, if you headbutt them, you can actually do a light, light, heavy. Alright, so light, light, heavy. So you can actually follow up with a feint heavy into a secondary heavy that has the hyper armor when you let it throw, or another light into headbutt. Very simple stuff, alright? And that pretty much covers it. There isn't really that much to playing the Warlord. He has a very basic moveset. It just comes with timed practice and the use of that full guard, which I'll be seriously covering when we have a fight with somebody. Alright? That full guard is your bread and butter. This is the way that you need to improve your gameplay. That is the move you'll be using, because as you've just seen me go over, very, very basic moves. Headbutts, lights, and heavies. Alright? Obviously, the counters and stuff, that they will come in the gameplay, but these are the combos that I stick to religiously, and I mix them. Alright? And that's the important thing with Warlord. If you're sitting there doing the same shit over and over again, you're going to get parried, and that's it, your Warlord's dead. Alright? But we'll move on to the parry section as well as the full guard section, and then at the end of that we'll go into a game, and then I will show you what I'm on about. Okie dokie then. So there's 3 basic parries with the Warlord. So it's the basic, you parry into a light attack. Very simple, easy to do. So if you're low on stamina, that's the one you're going to want to do. The second is in fact the crushing counter that I was mentioning before. It is a crushing counter where it's like that, and you press your light attack button at the time of a parry to actually achieve this. It deals decent damage. The top one obviously deals more at 29, and then obviously the side lights with the crushing counter actually deal 25. So it's a you know, if you press it by accident, you've not wasted a counter. Alright, the next one here is the stamina damage one, which is a hit with the shield followed by a light attack. So if you're needing to put them out of stamina, use that, get them down, and start applying the headbutt pressure that I mentioned beforehand. Alright, next one here is in fact the zone attack. So this is the one for the best raw damage. So it deals 25, easy peasy, outside of the top crushing counter. Alright, so I mean, if you're wanting to get the crushing counter instead of the parry, again, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day it's guaranteed and it does the exact same amount as the zone. And the last one is, of course, the stamina damage. So do keep that in mind, that you do have options, and if you are low on stamina, of course, just light them. There's no harm in doing it. Light attack them is the important thing. You're here to get the guaranteed damage from the parry, so stamina management here is the important thing. But they are the options you have for the parries, and I would heavily suggest that you go for the zone attack or the crushing counter. Well, unless they're near enough out of stamina. But other than that, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go over the full guard right quick, and then we will go into full guard. Well, not full guard. We'll go into the matting. Alright, last but not least is the Warlord's full guard. So, to get the light attack, the attack must come from either the same direction or the top. If it comes from the left, they'll block it. Alright, so what you need to do is wait here in full guard. The attack, you get the light attack, 15 damage, no problem. So, of course, again, opposite direction from, so if the heavy comes in from the right, you can land the, near enough always land that left heavy. So here, boom, easy peasy, no problem. Then obviously the next one here is the headbutt riposte. So it's just basically a guaranteed headbutt, alright? No problem, that's full guard. This comes in with gameplay, so this will be coming into feints. So, for example, if they're getting used to me doing this, it'll be a case of going in like this, blah de blah. You get the point. But that is the options you have with the full guard. And, of course, I would heavily suggest you stick around for the gameplay, ladies and gents, as this is where it's all going to come together. But that's it for the full guard. I hope you've enjoyed this part of the guide, because it's coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. So, I shall see you in the match, and we'll kick some ass. Round one, and we're up against a Valkyrie. So this will be a rather interesting one because she's fast, I'm slow, so you'll be able to see here quite easily the ability to counter. So now, the ability here is to dodge, headbutt, and obviously I'm following through with the feints. Delay the light, she gets a light parry, very nice. So she likes to dodge quite a bit, so the important thing is here to keep her on the ground. Headbutt, delay the heavy. That would have been an easier light parry, or you can follow that up with a full guard. Now, simply here, all you need to do is wait. Warlord's power comes with his patience and the ability to make sure that you have the power on the battlefield. And I'm failing here, but we get the point. She's dodging quite a bit, so easily coming in there with that zone attack to keep the ability here nice and simple. Alrighty then, we're both in danger now, so I need to make sure I'm on my guard. Simple, all I need to do is play the patience game. Easy, wait. Delay the lights, dodge forward, and use that to feint and get that saucy execution. So of course when you're there getting used to you headbutting, use it to feint them into a dodge, GB them, heavy attack, always go for that top heavy by the way, it's guaranteed, and yeah, you'll kill them. So that's what you need to do. Mind games of the Warlord. You need to control the pace of the battle, change from patient to aggressive, patient to aggressive. I haven't played this game in a while, admittedly, so I'm getting back into it slowly, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Open the fight with one of these, that's it. Too close to the wall, so I'm going to have to get that side heavy. Counter that GB. Alright, she's bashing a little bit more now into the sweep, very nice. Retaliate with a headbutt up front, now she's out of stamina and I can play whatever game I want. Keep the headbutt pressure up. Delay the side light. She's waiting for it. Very nice. Retaliate with another headbutt. Keep the patience. Keep the grounds. Alright, she's ready for that now. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, she's playing the dodging game again. So this is going to be a simple case of zone attack. She dodges and I get the lassie. So it's about reading your opponent, knowing what they're doing. I'm missing a lot of parries here, admittedly. Yes, alright, I get it. Before you slate me in the comments. But the important thing is that I'm controlling the pace of the battle. I know what she's going to do and I'm able to retaliate it and keep the pace with the headbutt. I'm not spamming it, I'm using it to my advantage. Open up the fight with the zone and trade that blow. There we go, get the light. I'm going to try and play a little bit more aggressive here. Trying to bait me in with the sweep. Very nice. GB. Delay the top light. Dodge forward. Light. Delay heavy. Delay heavy. She dodges it. Very nice. Well, she blocks it. Nope, not this time, lassie. We'll be finishing on an execution. Don't worry, don't worry. Dodge forward. No. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Fuck it. But we get the point, ladies and gentlemen. We get the point. Able to control the flow of the battlefield using everything that you've learned in today's guide. Of course, there'll be a timestamp in the description below. But thank you for joining me here today, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be an announcement following shortly, so please do listen. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for paying close attention to my final iteration on the Warlord guide. So, upcoming next from the Red Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, is a very special tournament to celebrate the fact that we reached 2,000 subscribers. Something I never thought, but fully wished that I could achieve. So to celebrate this, I am hosting and organising a very special tournament. So, this tournament will consist of the character on the screen and the character on the screen only. Yes, you heard me correctly, this is a very special tournament for the reason being that it's only enterable by Warlords. You can only play Warlord in this tournament. The reason being is because I want to see who you guys are. I want you guys to bring your best, bring your powerful, bring that headbutt of sexiness to this tournament. And of course, you can walk away with a cash prize. I've not decided what the cash prize is just yet, but that will be coming up in some further announcements, as well as thus. There's a chance to walk away with the crown of the best Warlord. Yes, if you can beat me at the end of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen, you will walk away with the crown and you'll be crowned live that you are For Honor's greatest Warlord. Yes, you heard me correctly. This will be live streamed and this will be amazing. But just to make sure that this is crystal clear, if you win the actual tournament, you will walk away with the cash prize. That beating me or being beaten by me will not stop you from earning that cash prize. having the chance to fight me and take away my ego, that is something that comes purely down to the winner of this tournament. Reason being is because I thought it'd be a nice way to congratulate that winner hand-to-hand on live stream. So, if you are interested, make sure you keep close attention to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification, as there is a trailer coming out with all the information that you need, both in the trailer and the description. Edited by a very special person to me, a very close friend. Cracking guy, his link will be in that video, so all that will come out at the time. But I just want to say thank you very much for the support, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this guide. If you have any questions, any requests, or anything at all, use that comment section. But make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure those bell notifications are on so you do not miss this announcement. But, as always, ladies and gentlemen, it has indeed been the Red Dawn, and I will see you guys, as always, in the next one.